Hey guys, Viking 82 here, back with part 2 of this absolutely massive cassette raid that I have done over the last few months. And yeah, I'm going to jump right into it. Got a lot more to get through here. The first two actually I ordered from Caligari Records, and thankfully both of them came with digital download, so I got to listen to both of them, and absolutely solid death metal releases both of these are. Starting with a split between Deconsecration and Reburied. Yeah, of course, Deconsecration, I did a review of their demo, but they are a death metal band out of Seattle, Washington, as is Reburied. Reburied, I don't know a whole lot about because there's not a whole lot of info out there. It just seems like they're kind of a mystery group of sorts. But yeah, this is a split release put out through Caligari earlier this year, limited to 250 copies. Comes on a nice gold tape. And you got the Reburied logo there. Absolutely killer stuff. Definitely go check this one out. And the next one, it is spelled Greenwich, but it's actually pronounced Greenwich. But this is their Cosmos Steel Blood Trinity release. And yeah, if you're not familiar with them, they are a death metal band from Los Angeles, California. This is their debut full-length album, originally put out by Horror, Pain, Gore, Death in 2021. This is a cassette reissue by Caligari, limited to 150 copies. Comes on a white cassette, and I love the purple print on this cassette. I just think it looks so cool. Another solid death metal release. Definitely go check this out. And the quality of both of these is just excellent because Caligari puts out some quality releases. Next up, Leprofiliac with Caskets of Flesh. Death metal band out of Spain, been around since 2019, and a lot of people over the last year were really hyping this band up, and I finally picked up their debut full-length album, and they totally lived up to all the hype. Absolutely killer death metal band. And yeah, this right here is their debut demo, originally put out by Dismal Fate Records back in 2019. And this is a 2020 reissue by Head Split Records. And this is going to look a little more white on camera than it actually is. But it's kind of a off-white tape. It looks really old and really old school. So I really love that kind of attention to detail there. This next one, I have this band's full-length album, and I wasn't super impressed with it. I mean, it was okay, but I listened to the sample of this release here, and I thought it sounded quite a bit better, so I went ahead and picked it up. That is Necrotum with May the Dead Rise. And yeah, this is a death metal band from Russia, been around since 2019. This is their second demo, reissued by Unholy Domain Records. Just last year, limited to 100 copies. And comes on a really cool looking green tape. Really dig that color. Next up, Exhumed with Horrific Expulsion of Gore. Of course, if you're a death metal fan, Exhumed really need no introduction, but they are a death metal / grindcore band from San Jose, California. Been around since 1990. This is their 7th demo, originally independently released in 94 by the band. This is a independently released reissue by the band, put out just last year, and looks really good. Haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. And I gotta say, I've always loved Exhumed's logo. I don't know, there's just something about that logo with the blood dripping and everything. I just absolutely love it. Next up, Disrotor with Plague. Yeah, Disrotor are again a death metal / grindcore band. This time from the Virginia, Washington D.C. area. This is their debut demo, put out on Unholy Domain Records just last year. This is actually a reissue, limited to 100 copies. And like I said, I listened to a song from this before I purchased it, and I thought it sounded really good. Again, on a nice blood red tape. It looks a lot brighter on camera. It's actually a darker red, but yeah, really good stuff. What I've actually gotten to hear of this so far. And last but not least, for this part of it, Vrenth with Baptism Death. Yeah, excuse me, an absolutely disgusting sounding death metal band from Amboy, California, featuring members of Ruin, Ascended Dead, among others. Absolutely amazing stuff, in my opinion. This is their debut full-length album, put out on Rotted Life Records last year, limited to 200 copies. Comes on this beautiful black cassette. And like I said, if you love filthy sounding death metal, go check out Vrenth. And yeah, that is going to do it for part 2. Got one more stack to get through, so I will catch you in the next video, and until next time, stay brutal.